This is my second arena PvP video for Cataclysm. My partner Kashmír and I got our team rating up from 1750 to 1850 during week 3. We've got a bunch of different comps in this video. First comp is a Holy Pally and a Feral Druid, so we're just waiting for the Feral Druid to jump out. As soon as he does, I stun him to slow down his DPS, and Kashmír pops his Wolves, which is Feral Spirit. Now, his Wolves ability lasts for 30 seconds and has a 2-minute cooldown. The Wolves are great because they heal Kashmír while they're doing damage. And so what we basically need to do in matches like this is bridge those 90 seconds when his Wolves are down until he can use them again. So what this means for me is that I need to use my Holy Power to help keep his health high. So you can see I'm switching here. That was a 2-stack Wog. I probably should have waited for a third Wog. And then as I load up to a third Holy Power stack, I use Wog again. Now, I've also popped Holy Radiance for the heal, and I use Hand of Sacrifice here to transfer 30% of Kashmír's damage from him to me for 12 seconds. So, in some cases Kashmír has to kite to stay alive. I'll show that later, but we bridged it to Kashmír's second set of Wolves. Kashmír's getting hit hard here, so I kite away a little bit so the Feral Druid has to chase me or CC me if he wants. And I use a 3-stack Wog, and then I use Divine Plea for 3 more Holy Power and get a nice 23k crit. You notice the Feral Druid did insta-cyclone me, but I used Trinket to get out of it. The Paladin puts Hand of Protection on the Feral Druid, but that's something that Kashmír as an Enhancement Shaman can purge, so we beat this comp, and it's a tough comp. I mean, Feral Druid has instant CC, high survivability, and really strong damage. We face the same comp again. This time they go after me. I'm getting shelled hard by both of them, including Exorcism spam from the Paladin, so I kite down here to break line of sight, force them to chase me. This buys me time, and I'm getting some off heals from Kashmír, and I'm basically just waiting until I can get to my next mitigation, which is right there, Divine Protection. You can tell I've already burned everything. I used my bubble, Holy Radiance, Divine Protection, Ardent Defender, and Guardian of Ancient King. So I took everything I had, all my cooldowns to stay alive. And right here, I was thinking about stunning the Paladin. I probably should have done it. He kites around the box out of line of sight, and then Kashmír hexes the healer, and we burn down the Druid. A lot of times in fights like this, what we'll do is we don't have a lot of CC, but we can use our stun and then our hex, and that is 11 total seconds of CC. So I'll show that here. Example. So we had used that CC chain on this Holy Paladin to get the Holy Paladin to use our trinket, and in this case we're attacking the DK. And so this may sound counterintuitive since the DK is a plate wearer, but my damage is holy damage, so it doesn't matter what I hit. And if we try to attack the Holy Paladin has bubble, and moreover the DK is a phenomenal peeler. So we just stay on the DK. I stun the Holy Paladin and go full out on DPS on the DK. And while the Paladin's CC'd, we burn down the DK. So here's another DK healer comp. In this case, the healer is a Resto Druid, and this is tough because this can be very tough because the Resto Druid has phenomenal kiting mechanics and also has Cyclone, which is an excellent arena CC. So Kashmír is getting bombed here. I get some chain CC action on me, Cyclone, then I get Cyclone and rooted again here, and I'm just trying to desperately get to line of sight of Kashmír. And I heal him with Wog, and then I get it back with Eternal Glory, and then when I get rooted, I get another Holy Power. And Kashmír stays up just long enough to be able to get his Wolves out, and then I use a 3-stack Wog heal on him. So get a nice crit there, it looks like for about 25 or 27k, and then we get back on the DK again. So right here, it's kind of hard for us to CC the Druid at certain times. Like I can't stun him because he's usually outside of 15-yard range, so I just go ahead and use my stun on the DK there to hold him in place so I can hit him in his back and he can't parry, use defensive abilities. Just continuing to apply hard pressure on the DK until we finally catch him here. And then the Druid gives up. So these comps used to give us a really hard time, but we found out by trying to tunnel the DK and especially killing his pet whenever we can, it really helps. So this match here we lost. It's against a warrior and a disc priest, and we make a few mistakes which I'll share with you folks. So one is I used my stun pretty early, and I probably should have used it on the warrior instead of the healer. to slow down. So basically this is DPS rest. We need to kill the healer before Kashmir gets bombed and killed by the warrior. So I do bubble Kashmir, but it gets dispelled. And in a moment here, you can see like Kashmir's on low health. He's got his wolves are still out, and we're trying to burn the healer, but his health is going up. And the really hard thing here is Kashmir's health's low, so I use one wog heal, get the holy power back with Eternal Glory. It's a real must-have talent in arena and PvP. Heal him again, and then I start burning some mana with Flash of Light healing on the warrior, but I'm sorry, on Kashmir, but that's like a fruitless exercise. I'm basically burning my mana and not actually moving his health bar up that much. So, you know, in this case, I should have also used Hand of Sacrifice early, which I did not. And, you know, if I had used Hand of Sacrifice, we might have stretched out Kashmir's time to live enough to kill that that healer. So, you can see I just killed this Locke's pet. Locke instant summons again with cooldown, so I get back on the pet. Kashmir's pressuring the shaman, and I'm just confirming with Kashmir. You can hear on Ven he's talking to me, just to confirm that he did burn a cooldown to get that pet back up. And you know, in this case here, whenever Kashmir's health's high, I use my my holy power for Shield of the Righteous, and when Kashmir, my health is getting low, then I use the holy power for Word of Glory defensively. So this Locke was doing a good job of targeting Kashmir's tremor totems, just totems in general throughout the match, but Kashmir's also very disciplined about keeping his tremor totem down so that when we get feared, you know, we wouldn't have to burn a trinket to break the fear effect. So here, Kashmir just hexed the Paladin. I think the Paladin broke out. Continuing to pressure the Locke, and I probably should have switched here just to finish off the pet and get rid of it since it's at such low health, but you know, we felt like we were near finishing the match. Get a nice 12k crit there, and then a nice 14k crit with wings up from Hammer of Wrath. This last fight is against a dual DPS comp. These types of fights go really quickly, and this one's pretty ugly because the mage manages to gap me. So they're both getting on Kashmir. As I drive by these mirror images, I use the AoE silence to temporarily cut down their DPS, and then the mage ice blocks is probably too early. And then just Ring of Frost here, which we have to get out of because it'll stun us for pretty extended duration. And I'm burning all of my cooldowns here. You can see I just put a wog heal on Kashmir. I've already blown Holy Radiance, AoE heal, all of my mitigation abilities, Hand of Sacrifice, just burning everything like crazy. Just trying to keep us up long enough to burn down these players. So, you know, a lot of times, especially against dual caster comps, we have a rough time and tend to get roughed up. But, you know, in some cases like this, we can beat a caster DPS comp. So in this case, the mage was coming around one side of the pillar with Kashmir following him, so I went around the other. Right here, I bubble Kashmir, which is fine, it gets dispelled, but I shouldn't have stopped to heal so close to the warrior. By doing this, I'm allowing the warrior to interrupt me or fear bomb. So, you know, if I need to heal up my partner, I should have kited away a little bit like I did with that first Resto Druid, Feral Druid clip, where I got far enough away from him that he can't melee me to interrupt me, and if he wants to interrupt me, then he has to burn a Cyclone. So, I did notice in looking at the traffic stats for my first arena video that there were more shamans searching and finding the video than paladins. So, sounds like there are a lot of enhancement shamans who are interested, you know, in this comp, and I can't answer those questions for you, but Kashmir can. So if you click in the video description on YouTube, there'll be a link to my blog article. Post your questions there, and Kashmir and I will be happy to answer them for you. Take care.